Daily Horoscope for Leo. June 23, 2025. Dear magnificent Leo, as the sun continues its journey through Cáncer, just 1 month before your season begins, today marks a significant day of preparation and introspection for you. The celestial configuration on June 23, 2025, brings a unique blend of energies that will particularly impact your fiery nature. Let's explore what the stars have aligned for you today. The cosmic landscape today shows the sun in nurturing Cáncer, creating a somewhat reflective period in your 12th house of subconsciousness and hidden matters. This is the final phase before your birthday season, making it a natural time for contemplation and tying up loose ends. Meanwhile, the moon in analytical Virgo is forming a trine with Uranus in your career sector, suggesting unexpected professional insights may surface today. Mercury, positioned in your own sign of Leo, grants you exceptional communicative powers today. Your words carry additional weight and charm, making this an excellent day for important conversations, presentations, or pitching ideas. Venus in Gemini is activating your 11th house of friendships and community, bringing pleasant social encounters and potentially beneficial networking opportunities. The most significant planetary aspect affecting you specifically today is Mars in Taurus forming a challenging square with Saturn in Aquarius. This creates a tension between your desire to secure resources, Mars in Taurus in your second house, and long-term career ambitions or responsibilities, Saturn in your 10th house. You may feel pulled between immediate financial concerns and professional obligations. In terms of your general mood and energy, today brings a fascinating duality. On one hand, with the sun in your 12th house, you might feel a subtle pull toward solitude and reflection. There's a dreamy quality to your consciousness today, with intuitive insights bubbling just beneath the surface. On the other hand, Mercury in your sign is providing mental clarity and verbal dexterity that keeps you engaged with the world around you. This creates an interesting balance between introversion and extroversion throughout the day. Your energy levels may fluctuate more than usual. The morning hours appear most productive, while afternoon might bring a slight dip in enthusiasm. Reserve important tasks for your peak hours. By evening, the Virgo moon's practical influence helps you organize your thoughts and plans efficiently. In matters of love and relationships, Venus in your 11th house brings a sociable and friendly atmosphere to your romantic life. If you're in a relationship, today favors enjoying shared activities with friends or participating in group events together. The emphasis is less on intense one-on-one passion and more on camaraderie and intellectual connection. Single Leos might find potential romantic interests through friends, social networks, or community activities. A fascinating aspect between Venus and Neptune suggests that a friendship could begin developing subtle romantic undertones today. Pay attention to conversations that seem to carry deeper meanings or connections that suddenly feel more significant than before. However, with Neptune's influence, ensure you're seeing situations clearly before making any bold moves. For coupled Leos, communication flows especially well today thanks to Mercury in your sign. You're able to express your needs and desires with both power and charm, helping resolve any lingering misunderstandings. The Virgo moon adds a practical touch to emotional matters, allowing for constructive discussions about daily routines and responsibilities within the relationship. In your career and professional sphere, today brings a mixture of challenge and opportunity. The Uranus moon trine suggests unexpected developments that could open new pathways for advancement. Keep your eyes open for surprising information or unusual connections that might benefit your career trajectory. Someone you least expect could provide a valuable professional insight or opportunity. The Mars-Saturn square affecting your resources and career houses indicates possible tension between financial decisions and professional ambitions. You might need to make a choice between a short-term financial gain and a longer-term career investment. This could manifest as considering whether to take on additional work for immediate payment versus focusing on developing skills or projects with future potential. For Leos in leadership positions, your communication skills are particularly enhanced today, making it an excellent time to inspire and motivate your team. Your natural charisma is amplified, and people are more likely to follow your vision. Use this influence wisely to build consensus and move important projects forward. Regarding your health and wellness, the placement of the moon in Virgo brings attention to your physical well-being and daily routines. This is an excellent day to refine your health regimen, perhaps by introducing more precision or analysis into your approach. Consider tracking your habits more carefully or researching new methods to enhance your well-being. The sun in your 12th house suggests paying particular attention to rest and recovery. Your body might be signaling a need for more downtime than usual. Listen to these subtle cues rather than pushing through fatigue. Mental health also deserves focus today. The 12th house rules the subconscious, so meditation, journaling, or therapy could prove especially beneficial. Your throat and neck areas might be particularly sensitive today due to specific planetary alignments. Gentle stretching and maintaining proper posture while working can help prevent discomfort. Stay hydrated, as your system seems particularly responsive to proper water intake on this day. Financially, the Mars placement in your second house of resources intensifies your focus on monetary matters. You might feel a stronger drive to increase your income or secure your assets today. This influence can be productive if channeled into strategic planning rather than impulsive decisions. The challenge from Saturn suggests the importance of thinking long-term rather than seeking quick financial fixes. An unexpected expense could arise related to home or family matters, but your preparation and foresight will likely have you covered. If contemplating investments, the cosmic energy favors those with moderate risk and ethical considerations. Real estate or matters connected to your physical security continue to be favorable sectors for financial attention. For Leos involved in creative or entrepreneurial ventures, today offers a unique opportunity to assess the practical viability of your passion projects. The Virgo moon helps you see clearly what is working and what needs adjustment in your financial approach. Personal growth opportunities abound today as Jupiter in Cáncer forms a subtle but significant aspect with your natal Leo placements. This creates an opening for spiritual development and inner expansion. You may experience moments of profound insight about your life direction or purpose, particularly during quiet moments of reflection. The 12th house solar influence makes this an especially powerful day for addressing any subconscious patterns or beliefs that may be limiting your self-expression. Pay attention to recurring thoughts or dreams, as they contain valuable information about your psychological landscape. Creative inspiration runs especially high today. If you engage in any artistic pursuits, set aside time to explore these impulses. Even business-minded Leos will benefit from approaching challenges with creative thinking, as your innovative solutions are likely to be particularly effective under today's celestial influences. Social connections take on an intellectual and somewhat experimental quality today, with Venus in Gemini activating your 11th house. You're drawn to people who stimulate your mind and share interesting perspectives. Group activities, particularly those involving learning or exchange of ideas, prove especially rewarding. An unexpected reconnection with a friend from your past is possible today, bringing valuable insights or opportunities. This person may serve as a catalyst for new thinking or introduce you to helpful contacts. Social media platforms could be particularly active channels for meaningful connections today, rather than mere distractions. In your community involvement, your leadership qualities shine through effortlessly. If you've been considering taking on a more prominent role in a group or organization, today's energy supports stepping forward. Your ability to inspire others while maintaining practical organization makes you particularly effective in coordinating collective efforts. As advice for navigating this day most effectively, remember to balance your natural Leo desire for action and recognition with the more contemplative energy of the sun in your 12th house. The most successful approach involves alternating between periods of social engagement and quieter moments of reflection. Prioritize communications requiring charisma and persuasion for the hours when Mercury's influence is strongest, mid-morning to early afternoon. Save detailed planning and analysis for the evening when the Virgo moon's practical energy dominates. To address the Mars-Saturn tension affecting your resources and career, consider developing a structured timeline for your ambitions that accounts for both immediate financial needs and long-term professional development. This balanced approach will help resolve the feeling of being torn between competing priorities. Your lucky color for today is deep purple, which resonates with both your royal Leo nature and the contemplative 12th house energy. Wearing or surrounding yourself with this color enhances your intuitive capabilities while maintaining your natural confidence. Lucky numbers for June 23, 2025 are 5, 17, and 22. These might appear in meaningful ways throughout your day, perhaps highlighting particularly fortunate moments or opportunities. The most auspicious time for important initiatives today is between 10:30 a.m. and 12:45 p.m., when Mercury's influence on your sign is at its peak, enhancing your communicative powers and personal magnetism. In conclusion, Leo, this day before the final month leading to your solar return offers a powerful opportunity to reflect on the past year while preparing for your upcoming personal new year. The blend of introspective and expressive energies creates a perfect atmosphere for setting intentions and visualizing the magnificent achievements that await you when your season arrives. Trust the quieter rhythms of this day as much as you embrace the moments of leonine brilliance that are your birthright. Embrace both the spotlight and the shadows today, magnificent Leo, for in this cosmic balance lies your greatest strength and wisdom. The stars support your journey in all its glorious complexity. On June 23, 2025, Leo finds themselves under an influential celestial configuration. The Sun, your ruling planet, currently moves through Cancer's nurturing waters, creating a hidden tension between your natural fiery expression and the call to emotional introspection. At 2 degrees Cancer, the Sun illuminates your 12th house of subconscious patterns, bringing unseen influences to the surface. This position creates a semi-sextile to your Leo ascendant, suggesting subtle opportunities for personal growth through intuitive channels. The Moon glides through Scorpio today, activating your 4th house of home and foundations, forming a trine to Neptune in Pisces. This watery influence pulls your attention toward domestic matters and emotional security, despite your usual outward-focused energy. Mars, positioned at 18 degrees Aries, creates a powerful trine to your sun sign, infusing you with determination and physical vitality. This supportive fire energy helps counterbalance the more introspective planetary influences today. Venus in Gemini at 23 degrees illuminates your 11th house of social connections and future plans, creating an interesting square to Jupiter in Virgo. Communications might feel somewhat scattered, but there's potential for unexpected benefits through networking. Mercury, the messenger planet, currently at 15 degrees Gemini, forms a harmonious sextile to your Leo planets, facilitating clear thought processes despite the emotional undertones of the day. Jupiter, the planet of expansion, stationed at 8 degrees Virgo in your 2nd house, forms a challenging square to Neptune, requiring careful discernment regarding financial matters and personal resources. Saturn's retrograde motion through Pisces at 17 degrees continues to restructure your 8th house of shared resources and transformation, forming a quincunx to your Leo planets. This creates a subtle tension between your desire for recognition and the need to adapt to changing circumstances regarding joint ventures. Uranus at 29 degrees, Taurus approaches a significant transition point, creating electrical tension in your 10th house of career and public reputation. This position suggests unexpected developments in your professional sphere that may require quick adaptation. Neptune, continuing its long journey through Pisces at 10 degrees, casts a dreamy fog over your 8th house while forming a trine to the Scorpio moon. This configuration enhances your intuitive capabilities, but requires grounding to avoid confusion. Pluto, having recently re-entered Aquarius at 3 degrees, forms an opposition to any planets you have in early Leo, intensifying power dynamics in close relationships and partnerships. The lunar nodes align along the Aries-Libra axis at 11 degrees, creating tension between your personal ambitions and relationship commitments. This nodal position suggests karmic developments in partnerships that relate to your long-term evolutionary path. For Leo specifically, today's planetary positions indicate a day of contrasts, strong inner awareness countered by external demands. The Cáncer sun's position in your 12th house may trigger unexpected memories or insights, while Mars in fellow fire sign Aries provides the energy to address practical matters. The combination of Mercury and Venus in Gemini creates mental agility, helpful for navigating the emotional undercurrents. Pay attention to dreams and intuitive flashes, as the Neptune aspects enhance your psychic sensitivity today. The most significant challenge comes from the Jupiter-Neptune square affecting your financial sectors, suggesting a need for clarity around resources. Avoid making major financial decisions today if possible, as perceptions may be clouded. The Uranus position indicates potential unexpected news regarding career matters or public recognition that could work in your favor if you remain flexible. Overall, these planetary positions create a day where your natural Leo confidence is tempered by deeper emotional awareness, creating opportunities for meaningful internal alignment if you can balance the extroverted and introverted energies present in the cosmic configuration. June 23, 2025 brings a remarkable cosmic alignment for your communication style, Leo. Mercury forms a brilliant trine with your ruling planet, the Sun, creating what astrologers call a golden tongue aspect. Your words carry unusual weight and magnetism today, making this an ideal time to schedule important conversations, presentations, or any situation where you need to win others over to your perspective. The celestial positioning activates your natural Leo eloquence, but adds an element of strategic thinking that isn't always present in your communication. You're not just speaking with passion today, you're speaking with precision. Notice how people lean in when you talk, how they truly listen rather than just waiting for their turn to speak. With the moon in Gemini activating your 11th house of social networks and group connections, your ideas find particularly receptive audiences in community settings, online forums, and team environments. This lunar position amplifies your ability to express complex concepts in accessible, engaging ways that maintain your signature Leo warmth and enthusiasm. Pay special attention to a Venus-Jupiter sextile influencing your communication sector today. This aspect softens your delivery without diminishing your authority, a perfect balance for Leos who sometimes come on too strong. You'll find yourself naturally blending confidence with consideration, making even criticism sound like valuable guidance rather than judgment. Mars in your sign forms a challenging aspect to Saturn in your partnership zone, suggesting some resistance when communicating with close associates or significant others. They might perceive your typical Leo expressiveness as domineering today if you're not mindful. The cosmic advice is to pause before important exchanges, allowing others to share their thoughts before unleashing your full, lion-hearted perspective. Your throat chakra is especially activated today, creating an unusual resonance in your voice. If you work in fields requiring vocal performance, teaching, sales, coaching, performing arts, you'll notice your voice carries special impact. Record important content today if possible, as this rare Mercury-Sun alignment won't return for months. Digital communication channels are highly favored. Social media posts, emails, and text messages composed today carry your authentic energy in ways that typically get diluted through electronic means. Your natural Leo charisma somehow translates perfectly into written form under this alignment. Creative expression receives a significant boost from Neptune's position in your 8th house, adding depth and emotional resonance to your communications. Stories you tell today, whether personal anecdotes or professional presentations, have an almost magical quality that captivates your audience on multiple levels. For Leos feeling hesitant about an important conversation, today's stars provide unusual support for breaking through communication barriers. Words that have been difficult to express flow more naturally, especially between 2 p.m. and 6 p.m. when the moon forms a harmonious aspect to Mercury. Pay attention to synchronistic communications, messages that seem to arrive at precisely the right moment, containing exactly what you needed to hear. Your receptivity to cosmic guidance through everyday exchanges is heightened today. Noteworthy is Chiron's influence in your ninth house, healing old wounds related to being misunderstood or having your voice suppressed. Some Leos may experience breakthrough moments where you finally find words for experiences that have previously defied expression. By evening, as the moon shifts into Cáncer, your communication style naturally becomes more emotionally nuanced. This is excellent for heart-to-heart conversations with family members or close friends. Your words carry both power and sensitivity, a rare combination that can help resolve long-standing misunderstandings or deepen important bonds. Leo, the financial atmosphere on June 23, 2025 presents a fascinating mix of opportunity and necessary caution. With the sun having recently entered Cáncer, illuminating your 12th house of hidden matters and subconscious patterns, your financial intuition is particularly heightened. Pay close attention to those gut feelings about investments or purchases. They're speaking volumes today. This placement also suggests that behind-the-scenes financial projects may begin bearing fruit, especially those connected to passive income streams or investments that have been developing quietly. Jupiter in Gemini is activating your 11th house of networks and long-term goals, creating potential financial opportunities through your social connections. A colleague or acquaintance may approach you with an intriguing business proposition or investment opportunity. While networking isn't typically your preferred method of financial advancement, you prefer to let your natural talents speak for themselves. Today's energy makes connection particularly profitable. Venus in Leo places financial focus directly on you and your personal brand. Your ability to charm and impress others is at a peak, making this an excellent day for salary negotiations, client presentations, or launching a personal business venture. People are more likely to invest in you specifically, rather than just your ideas. The day's Mercury-Mars square creates some tension between communication and action. Be careful not to commit to financial agreements without reading the fine print, as hasty decisions could lead to complications. Saturn in Pisces continues its longer transit through your 8th house of shared resources and investments, bringing structure to joint financial matters, but also requiring discipline. This suggests taking a serious approach to debt management, tax planning, or investment restructuring. Uranus in Gemini forms a harmonious trine to your sun sign, potentially bringing unexpected financial windfalls through technology, innovation, or unconventional ideas. Be open to financial opportunities that seem unorthodox or ahead of their time. A sudden insight regarding cryptocurrency or digital assets might prove particularly valuable. Neptune in Aries activates your 9th house, suggesting financial opportunities through education, publishing, international connections, or legal matters. However, its influence also warns against idealizing get-rich-quick schemes that seem too good to be true, particularly those involving foreign investments or speculative ventures. The waning moon phase encourages financial consolidation rather than expansion. Focus on strengthening existing revenue streams before pursuing new ones. Your financial luck improves significantly after 3 p.m. when the moon forms a beneficial aspect to Jupiter, making afternoon meetings or financial decisions more favorable than morning ones. Numbers 4, 13, and 22 carry particularly lucky financial energy for you today. Color your financial activities with gold or deep purple accessories, to enhance prosperity vibrations. The North Node position suggests long-term financial growth through creative projects and speculative ventures that align with your authentic self-expression. Consider allocating a small portion of your resources to a creative pursuit that excites you. This could eventually develop into a significant income stream. Today's planetary arrangement makes it particularly favorable to review retirement accounts, long-term savings plans, and investment portfolios. Adjustments made now could yield significant benefits over the next 7 years, as Uranus continues its innovative influence in your sector of hopes and dreams. Be wary of emotional spending today. The Cancer Sun can trigger purchases based on nostalgia or emotional security rather than practical need. Before making significant purchases, wait 24 hours to ensure they align with your long-term financial strategy. A financial mentor or advisor whose opinion you respect may offer valuable insights today. Be receptive to their guidance, even if it initially challenges your thinking. The day's overall financial energy encourages balance between practical stability and bold investment in your talents. Your natural Leo generosity should be tempered with pragmatic boundaries, especially when it comes to lending money to friends or family. The universe suggests documenting any financial agreements in writing to preserve both resources and relationships. For Leos, on June 23, 2025, the stars align to create remarkable pockets of opportunity in specific life domains. With the Sun forming a harmonious trine to Jupiter in Aries, your natural confidence receives a powerful cosmic boost, illuminating fortunate pathways in areas connected to personal expansion and adventure. This particular alignment opens doors that might have previously seemed closed or inaccessible. The most pronounced area of fortune appears in your 9th house of higher learning, travel, and philosophical pursuits. Any endeavors related to education, publishing, international connections, or spiritual growth carry a golden touch today. If you've been considering applying for an advanced degree, planning an overseas trip, or submitting creative work for publication, the universe strongly favors these initiatives now. Venus in Gemini forms a sextile to your ruling planet, the Sun, creating a secondary pocket of good fortune in your 11th house of social networks and community endeavors. Group activities bring unexpected opportunities, particularly those involving creative collaboration or humanitarian efforts. Someone you meet through a friend or organization today could become instrumental in advancing a personal dream or goal. Your popularity sees a natural surge, making this an excellent day to leverage your charisma in networking situations. Financial fortune appears through unexpected sources, particularly those connected to shared resources or passive income streams. Mars in your 2nd house of personal finances forms a supportive aspect to Pluto, suggesting that transformation in your approach to wealth could yield surprising dividends. Pay attention to investment opportunities that align with your authentic values and passions. Career advancement also receives celestial support today, with Mercury in your 10th house of public recognition forming a harmonious aspect to Saturn. Your communication skills and intellectual contributions are particularly valued by authority figures and could lead to recognition or advancement. If you've been waiting for the right moment to pitch an idea to superiors or request additional responsibility, this cosmic configuration provides ideal backing. Physical vitality represents another fortunate area, with the Moon in your 6th house of health forming a supportive aspect to Neptune in your 12th house of spiritual renewal. Intuitive approaches to wellness yield especially positive results today. Consider alternative healing modalities or mind-body practices that honor both your physical needs and spiritual essence. Your creativity reaches remarkable heights, fueled by uncommon inspiration and emotional depth. Artistic Leos will find their work flows with unusual ease and authenticity. Even typically practical Leos discover creative solutions to long-standing problems through approaching challenges from unexpected angles. Your intuition operates at peak levels, particularly regarding relationship dynamics and emotional undercurrents. Trust your gut feelings about people and situations, especially when navigating complex social territories. Romantic connections benefit from a special spiritual resonance today, with chances for profound emotional bonding. The hours between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. hold particularly auspicious energy for important conversations, negotiations, or presentations. The morning hours favor solitary planning, and afternoon supports collaborative endeavors. To maximize today's fortunate energies, remain receptive to synchronicities and seemingly random opportunities. The universe speaks through coincidences today, and chance encounters carry greater significance than they might initially appear. While Mercury's position suggests clear communication generally flows easily, remain mindful of potential misunderstandings with siblings or neighbors. Double-check travel arrangements and important messages to ensure nothing is lost in translation. Today's most fortunate colors for Leo include royal purple, which amplifies your natural authority, and bright orange, which stimulates your creative energies and attracts positive attention. Carrying or wearing citrine or tiger's eye stones strengthens your connection to today's fortunate frequencies. Lucky numbers include 1, 5, 23, and 47. Overall, this day offers Leo an extraordinary blend of practical good fortune and spiritual alignment. Your natural leadership abilities combine with heightened intuition, creating a day where both logical planning and spontaneous inspiration lead to positive outcomes. As the celestial energies align on June 23, 2025, Leos find themselves at an interesting social crossroads. With the Sun in Cáncer occupying your 12th house of subconscious and hidden matters, there's a subtle undercurrent to your social interactions today. You may feel slightly more introspective than usual, even in the midst of social gatherings. Mercury, positioned in Gemini and forming a trine with your natal Sun, brings exceptional communicative abilities to your social sphere. Conversations flow with remarkable ease, and you'll find yourself naturally becoming the connector between different social circles. This is an excellent day for networking, as your words carry additional weight and charisma. Venus, currently in Cáncer and conjunct with the Sun in your 12th house, creates an interesting dynamic in your social connections. There's a tenderness and nostalgia permeating your interactions, potentially bringing you closer to people from your past. An old friend might reach out unexpectedly, or you could feel drawn to reconnect with someone who once meant a great deal to you. The moon in Libra on this day activates your 3rd house of communication and short-distance travel, suggesting that local gatherings, possibly with siblings, neighbors, or close friends, could prove particularly rewarding. The Libran moon's influence brings harmony and balance to these interactions, helping you navigate even complex social dynamics with grace. Jupiter, in the late degrees of Gemini by this point in 2025, casts a favorable sextile to your Leo placements, expanding your social horizons significantly. This could manifest as an invitation to a larger social gathering, an opportunity to join a new group or community, or simply feeling more confident and expansive in your existing social circles. Mars in Aries energizes your 9th house of adventure and higher learning, suggesting that social connections with an educational, philosophical, or cross-cultural component could be especially stimulating today. You might find yourself drawn to people who challenge your perspectives or introduce you to new ideas and worldviews. Saturn, steadily moving through Pisces in your 8th house, reminds you of the importance of depth and authenticity in your social connections. While you may enjoy the breadth of your social interactions today, Saturn encourages you to ensure that at least some of these connections have real substance and staying power. Uranus in Gemini forms an interesting aspect with your natal Leo placements, potentially bringing unexpected social opportunities or surprising revelations within your friend group. Someone you've known for a while might show a completely different side of themselves, or you could find common ground with someone you previously considered very different from yourself. Neptune in Aries in your 9th house adds a touch of idealism and inspiration to your social vision. You're able to see the best in people today, which makes you particularly magnetic and approachable. Just be careful not to idealize new acquaintances to an unrealistic degree. Pluto, having recently entered Aquarius, continues its long-term transit through your seventh house of partnerships. This profound influence suggests that many of your social connections are undergoing or preparing for transformation. Today might bring a significant interaction that, while seemingly casual on the surface, contains the seeds of important future developments in your social landscape. For Leos already in committed relationships, this day offers a chance to introduce your partner to new social circles or to deepen their integration into your existing friend groups. There's a harmonious energy supporting these blended social interactions. Single Leos might find that their social calendar fills up quickly today, with multiple invitations or opportunities to connect. The stars suggest that romantic possibilities could emerge from friendship circles or group activities, so keep your heart open as you navigate your social agenda. Digital connections also receive favorable aspects today, with Mercury's position enhancing your online presence and communications. Social media posts could gain unexpected traction, or a virtual connection might develop into something more meaningful. The North Node in Pisces in your 8th house suggests that social connections formed or strengthened today may have a faded quality to them. Pay attention to people who seem familiar despite being new in your